Okay, we are going to do another attempt at recording in Lost Light. The last time I tried to record in Lost Light, the second I entered a match, the recording just randomly ended. Now, I don't know if that's Lost Light interference or if that was just coincidental that my recorder gave out at that moment for some reason. First time that's ever happened to. So, my first thought was maybe it's Lost Light interference. So if it happens again, then I'll be able to make the conclusion that it's more than likely Lost Light interference. So we are going to do some battles, go through some of my gear in that. I have so much storage, it is amazing. I am 2 levels away from having full storage, I think. Yeah. Maybe. I don't... What? Storage service basic. So what is that? You pay 387. What's why such a specific number? 387.1. What? Who came up with that? That is such an odd number. But I imagine that's just the cost to add this extra storage page, which I don't need. I'm building MC1s right now. I want to build a 92G GPA 92G. I've already, well, yes, I've already got what I need for this. So this build is pretty simple. It's just a scar, because I don't think I can do any upgrades to it. No. I don't care about suppressors, I care about accuracy, control, and range. I care about efficiency, not silence. So, that's why you never see me put any suppressors on any guns that I build. Some guns that are in my storage may have suppressors on them, but that's not because I put them on, that's because I got them that way. Like this, for instance. I didn't buy this, it was one of the rewards I claimed from somewhere. I have 3 of them. They're all identical. Because they're all rewards. And lots of people will post them on the black market. But yeah. Currently, I'm running the Mark 16 and GPA. As we can see, I have another GPA sitting here. This is all my MC1 ammo, because, as you can see, I've built out MC1. I have the full MC1 build for efficiency. 50 round mag, 4 to 8 times scope, the Thor stock, the RVFG bipod, 22-inch barrel, and the LNCD muzzle brake, because it is more efficient than the flash hider. So, it is quite literally as built as can be for efficiency. And it does absolutely phenomenally. Yeah. Not that my other guns don't do phenomenal. My other guns do good too. I just really like DMRs, and I like DMRs with heavy punch, which that's exactly what this is. And you can set it up for close or far range. I can take the scope off it and use it for clearing corners and tight buildings if I want. So yeah, it has a little bit of a long barrel, but who cares? So yeah, I could do things with it if I wanted to. What I want to build next, what I'm currently in the process of building, is the 203. So I'm getting I just got the precision barrel, so I'm getting the full rail handguard next, because it looks so much better, in my opinion. And then I'll be getting the precision stock muzzle. That's fine. And I have the Dark Force on it. So, yeah, let's see. I literally just need the extended mag, the stock, and the handguard, which I am very close to getting the handguard. I could buy the handguard right now if I wanted to. I just have to go onto the black market and buy a Gila, which is way, way overpriced right now. I don't know why these are selling for 600,000, because literally just a couple months ago they were at 300,000. 400,000 used to be high. Like 400,000 was a high price for a level 1 Gila. Now 600,000 is an average. Like that's quite the jump. I don't know who on Earth started the trend of everybody's going to price their Gila at 5 times the value that it should be, but somebody did it. Yeah, of course, I'm over-exaggerating. It's only twice the value, but still, twice the value? Why? And over such a short frame of time, just a few months, literally just 2 or 3 months, and all of a sudden, Gila is way more, literally double what it was. Probably a little bit over double what it was. Actually, 650 is close to fairly even to double for 350 to 400, so. Or no, my math is wrong there. How am I getting this wrong? Jesus Christ. I am terrible at math. I haven't done math in way too long. It's 1.5 times, which is still terrible. Yesterday I saw one placed at 700, and it was like, what the hell? That would be double. 650 is close, almost, but not quite. I'm running the purple grenades, which actually, ironically, I don't have those unlocked yet, but I do have the red ones, the level 5s. But I have over $1 million worth of level 4 grenades, so I might as well use the ones I have before I was going to my upgraded one. The other thing is, it's a grenade. You know, the difference between a level 4 grenade and a level 5 grenade is, well, if it hits you and explodes, you're fucked. If it hits you and explodes, you're fucked. So, there's really no difference. I think maybe a little bit more damage from Radius Blast. Blast Radius, not Radius Blast. Jesus. My brain is somewhere else. That's okay. It's okay to have your brain somewhere else once in a while. At least it is for me. And the bosses. Oh my god. The new bosses? They updated the bosses, and they are so overpowered, it's not even funny. Like, it's insane. I don't feel like going through the water, it's kind of slow. Switch to semi-auto. I'm not going to kill you. And you killed yourself before I could even. I was gonna revive you, dude, because we literally just started the match. I just wasn't going to allow you to notice me, turn around, and kill me. So I took my opportunity first. Nice try. I do have the key to there. sniper is up there. That's why that flashed. Or that should be why that flashed. Don't really like those footstep sounds. Look at all three of them. Gotta be another player. See, yeah, don't walk like that. Can I get it in that window?
Headshot.
You wanted to try and camp me, so I wasn't gonna let that happen. Is my gas going to hit me? No. I didn't want to hit that. Hey, replaced my CS. Pick it up just for the unlock. Pick it up just so nobody else gets it. Yeah, I'm that guy that's like, I don't need this, but it's a good item, and I'm gonna make sure that nobody else gets it. Dude, insta-drag. I'm gonna take your MP5. Just when you need to get back there, you don't have a gun. Here's the thing, I'm not even going to extract with it, I'm gonna drop it. We'll collect. We'll grab all three. Normally there's one that walks up here. You know, I had a grenade launcher on this I could have used too. Wow.
打起精神来，注意！
I don't know how those weren't headshots. He was not far enough away for there to be good, but any bullet drop really. Sorry I was like that. Or MK16. Oh, sorry. I'm so used to this being a star from everything else. Oh, that's what that's for. Wow, terrible. I believe those lockpicks are specifically, well, not specifically for that Gila, but I believe they work, those I believe that's what gets me into that pump room. Because the medicine room key should only work for the medicine room, logically. Yeah, I just run helos, really, right now. Oh, I'm so used to this being my extract point that I didn't even bother to look at if my extract point was different from where I normally see it. Delayed fall.
Headshot.
So that's a headshot, but the others aren't. And that wasn't a headshot? How was that not a headshot? That 100% was a headshot. Like, you are on one.
敌什么？人来了，干掉他！
So he's above me.
Headshot.
God damn. I missed the fire button there first. Holy shit. More? This is why I love pistols. Saves your ass. Everybody else is like, oh, SMG, AR! And it's just like, yeah, well, that's cool and all, but not too practical. This is an 8R. I could have switched to full auto and just point and shoot and not scope in, but that's super wasteful on ammo. And I don't like to waste my ammo. I like keeping my shit single fire. Single fire or burst. I'm okay with 3-round and 2-round burst. I don't know if 4-round burst exists or not. If it does, I would not want it. Because it would be too excessive. I think I could be wrong about this, but I think that might be why the M16A4, for some reason I heard somewhere that the M16A4 was started being used less by the military, and they started using the M4A1 because of the difference between burst and full auto, and they were always defaulting to burst for military. When it came to military usage, they were defaulting to burst, and it was more consuming for ammo, and so it was more costly. And so they switched to the M4A1 and then restricted it to using single fire. That's what I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere, and I don't even know where. But the logic behind that makes sense. If they were using the M16A4, because it has 3-round burst, it's more than likely that they would be using 3-round burst. Because it's efficient. It's very efficient. But it is more costly on ammo. Because if you pop 2 on 3-round burst, that's 6. Right? Where if you pop 4 on single fire, that's 4. So it would make sense if they were to force the switch to an M4A1 and restrict to single fire for ammo consumption's sake. But I don't even know if that's true. That's just something I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere. I remember someone telling me that somewhere. I don't remember who or where. Alright, let's go through the stuff. Send another expansion box. I do not need another expansion box. Can I sell them on the black market? I can. What are they selling for? $943? I'm not here to scam anyone. I'm just here to make a little bit of a profit. Wait, what? I didn't notice that pop up the first time it hit. I hate how that does that. 72 hours I have to wait for that to... Please try again in 72 hours. Here's the thing. Even in 72 hours, it might still not... I don't know how that system works. That's gonna take up 4 slots for 3 days. I'd rather just sell it for 100k, to be honest. I'm not concerned. 22.4 million right there. Almost got these money clips back full, and then I have to fill up this box. There's all my diamonds. I wanted to buy a weapons box. Melee arms box. 8 mil. Damn. Okay. That's okay. So we'll work up to that. Because I have so many guns. There needs to be organization here. Put that in my bag. Reorganize that. Go up to here. Wait. Page 6 where I can empty this stuff and make some profit. Oh, hey, I forgot to drop that MP5. That's okay, I can just sell it. I didn't intend on bringing it back with me, but it just kind of ended up happening. I don't need adrenaline. I was wondering if it was delayed there for a second or if it just wasn't moving. This. I don't need more armor. Realistically, it's not going to sell for much more on the black market than it will to Heidi. This will sell more to Heidi than it will on the black market, which is interesting. That's not too common. I didn't even mean to pick up this stuff, it just kind of got grabbed. It's an extra 39k. I'm not going to sell that because I can put it onto another MC1. Or another gun. I am going to sell the... Whoa, not there. I'm going to sell the adrenaline. Definitely not what I wanted to do. Click here. There we go. My modded AKs. It's funny. I'll build guns, and I'll build multiple of them. Just like when I do a good build, I'll build multiple of them. Like all of the AKs that are on my wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4 AKs. And then there's the AK in 2 in my arsenal. There's 6. Do I have any in my storage? Yeah. No RP. Just reminds me of my AK because my AKs have shields on them. Most of them. 5 out of the 6 have shields. Wait. Yeah. 5 out of the 6 have shields. Or wait. No, 4 out of 6 have shields. This one and this one do not. I see, so this one is with the same heavy barrel setup that this has, and then this one is with the specialized setup that is restricted. And realistically, I should only have one of each variant. I shouldn't have a second one up here. Technically, those should be in my arsenal, so that I could redeploy with them. But I already have 2 in my arsenal, so... And shotguns in my arsenal. Come to think of it... My ammo case. If I ever pull a shotgun and pull ammo from my arsenal, I can just refill it from my ammo case. Because I have a second ammo case for... Yeah. For my MC1. Which will also be for my GPA. Will be for my MC1s and pistols. I feel like I'm going to eventually wind up with a lot of different ammo boxes. Hang on. Am I okay? I didn't restock on this, which would probably be a smart idea. So let's do that. Oh, yeah, I have Mune in my bag. That needs to go to that top one, I believe. Perfect. And I do need to bring in a couple more grenades. There we go. I try to keep at least one of my tabs separate from my tabs that I auto-sort. So I just keep my general stuff. When I only had 5 tabs, I used to keep my general stuff 1 through 4, and tab 5 was my personal stuff. Now tab 6 and 7 are my personal, and 1 through 5 are my general. So anything I really care about that I want to keep on hand for common usage, I put in my personal slots. Or things that I don't want to part with. Which is interesting because it's like, well, why do you have it if you're not going to use it? And it's like, well, I have it to have it. It looks cool. It's there. It's one of those things that if I wanted to go super heavily on it, I have the supplies. Talk about a delayed death. Actually, you know what? No, we are going to go through the water this time. You know, if dude was quicker with reactions, he could have got me. I was going to revive you because he just started that match. Y'all need to stop offing yourselves literally the exact second that the person walks up. Like, do you do that just solely so you can kill yourself and that they didn't get the kill because they didn't press the kill button? Is that what that's about? Because if that is the case, you're losing a hell of a lot of equipment over and over and over again, because some people are not actually just trying to kill you. Also, you could take whatever you like off of them, and then let them up. That way they can at least get away with whatever else they have.
Headshot.
In the end, ammo consumption really is down to the user, in reality. Well, I mean, with a 3-round burst, there is an exception there because it fires 3 rounds per burst. There's nothing you can do to change that.
Headshot.
Why? Like, I have so much stuff, I don't need to kill you guys and take your stuff. I'll take that. We'll look fine. We'll look fine. Someone's already been moved here. But they didn't search the valuables. I hate when it does that. It opens and it shows you something gold and then it just changes instantly before anything. And it's like, why? You know you were spawning something gold there, and then you literally just partway through the spawn, we're like, nope, we're changing colors. It's so mean. Scrap is useful. Fuel's useful. Someone's above me. My healer should be ready. Collect. Good job on spawning me. That was a good AI. What made you run? Because you were not able to sense me from that far away.
Headshot.
There's probably people who are going to say, you reload too often. If it were real world, I wouldn't be. But in-game, my ammo that's left over in my mag just gets recycled back into my ammo. So, I don't have to worry about ammo loss. So I might as well refill my mag to have a full mag at all times.
Headshot.
That way, if I ended up in a situation where I have like a 3v1 or a 4v1, I'm not worrying about running out of ammo or only having 10 rounds in my mag or whatever. I don't like that. I don't like that. That lights up. I don't like that. That light is up. Why? For a second, I lost the ability to turn my camera there. That was wild. Bibby, 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 bibby. I don't even kill everyone. Or just leave some of them lying there to bleed out. If they're on my way, then, you know. But otherwise, I leave it be. Just inconvenient, really. You have to go and collect all of them. See, why would anybody use the unlock point? Respawn? What? I'm not even going to touch that. I don't want to fuck with that. That's new to me. But I haven't been in this room in like a year, so. Because I used to run, way back long ago, I used to run Mount Akiyama only. And I reinstalled it a few months ago and started running BAF because I had no choice. Because of the map lockouts or whatever it was. But now the maps are more unlocked. I also had to run Arc Company, which I actually really like Arc Company, because I know a good sniper perk for Arc Company, like a really good sniper perk that everybody fucking hates. Because nobody even knows that it's able, that you can even get up there. Like, it's one of those spots that it's like, aha, the devs didn't intend for this, but at the same time it looks like they might have, but I'm gonna exploit it even if they didn't, type shit. I can show you in our next round. My little sniper perk. I could. Here's the thing, if I do, I'm exposing my own position. And it's a hard to defend position because you're exposed on all angles, but you also have high ground. So it's one of those situations where if someone's up there and they catch you before you catch them, you're done. If you can catch them and get a proper flank on them, you might get a solid kill in. But it is... it's easily taken advantage of because of how open it is. Level 4 Gila. It's my first level 4 Gila, I think, in like a year? Over a year? That can wait. So that, even though I probably could have used it for crafting. Dismantle. So, I have so much. I don't need more. Dismantle. I'd prefer scrap. And there's a reason as to why. And there's a reason why I always put my money in my bag, too. Those are both full. Okay, awesome. This can stack onto that. That can go in. And that can go in. And this can stack onto that. And that can go in, and that can go in. And that's why I put it in my bag. It just makes it easier for me to drag and drop it from my bag into my storage box than it is for me to auto sort and have it come all the way up to the top and then drag and drop from there into... I just personally find it easier to slide it over from one specific tab into another. And now I can go auto sort and everything fits in. This GPA is such a good little pistol, which I'm sure I've already proven. Like, I don't know why I did that. There's nothing for me to load. Just to get that to a rounded number. Oh, I'm contemplating now. Do I show you guys the sniper's perch or do I not? Do I or don't I? You know what? I don't play enough to really care. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the sniper's perch. Which means we're gonna run... We are gonna run our MC1. For now, I'm going to take that and put it there. I'm gonna take that and put it there. And I'm gonna take that and put it there. And now we're gonna go to here. I don't have any ammo for my MC20. I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to bring in 3 spare mags. When you have a 50 round mag, that is a lot. Because that is 200 rounds with a semi-automatic marksman rifle. Which is basically just a semi-automatic sniper. So, I know people who know guns would argue to me that that's not true, because it's technically not. Technically that is wrong to say. A DMR and a sniper are technically 2 different categories, yes. But in functionality, they both work under the same premises. At least I personally find such. No autofill. Which means we are facing full squads. Solo. That's okay, that's what I was doing last time I was running Arc Company, when I was forced to run Arc Company. And I was using just as good of a gun. I was using the GRS-88, I think it is. Not market. Shop. It's probably gonna enter me in right as I'm finding it. Wait. Yeah, GRS-88. That's what I was using. And I can't remember what I was running for a secondary, at least not at this moment. But, yeah, I was using that with level 4 rounds last time I was on here, so this is an upgrade compared to what I was using. I am running level 5 gear, when I very much could be running level 6, as we can visibly see from that and that. I do have 3 level 6 helmets and 2 level 6 axes. But I'd rather use my lighter stuff first, because it's cheaper. And here's the thing. burn through all of my lighter stuff, then I simply upgrade to my heavy stuff. Now, if I use my heavy stuff right off the bat, I downgrade to my light stuff when that goes bad. That's kind of a downgrade. Well, it is a downgrade, and I don't really like downgrades much. I like upgrading things. And I guess technically, upgrade and downgrade is a matter of personal perspective, but I'd prefer use my light stuff that I don't have to worry about getting damaged, and then go into my heavy stuff and repair my heavy stuff. Which I do carry plates to repair my level 5 armor, but not for the sake of reusing it, for the sake of safety throughout the battle, to ensure that I can make it to my extraction point. Why is it taking so long to enter Arc Company? What the hell? Arc Company used to enter, like, instantly. If it doesn't enter within the first 60 seconds, we'll either switch back to BAF Factory or Mount Akiyama or Pyramid. So we'll see. I know this video is getting a little long. I probably should have mentioned that at the start, that this was going to be a longer video. I knew this was going to be a longer video. I'm more than okay with that. Because I'm enjoying my time. If y'all are enjoying your time as well watching the video, then that's awesome. Likes, comments are welcome. Anything is welcome. Feedback is welcome. I just do this for entertainment purposes of myself and others. I'm trying to get my cursor dead center so it's not highlighting a single gun. There it is. Oh, come on. No. Close. Close. There it is. I don't know why I found that so fun too. Just to get my cursor in the perfect spot so it wasn't highlighting either of them. I need to pull the extended mag off that. I don't like the way it looks. That's why. That's why I don't like the way it looks on a pistol. I don't know why. I just personally find it unappealing to have the mag so far out from the bottom of the handle. That's why this one is only a 25. Also, you really don't need more than 25 rounds in a mag with a pistol. Like, wasn't the M1911 like a 7-round mag or a 9-round mag or something like that? And that thing was like one of the most legendary pistols of all time for so long. It probably still is. Like, it has that reputation. Anybody who knows guns knows what the M1911 is. It's such an iconic pistol, right? And, you know, that thing just fucking shredded. Such a good gun. So you really don't need a large mag. You need good aim. You need good aim. You don't need a large mag. You need to be a better shot. That's what you need. If you can land 2 headshots, 3 headshots back to back, you're good to go. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter if you have a 5-round mag. If you're landing headshots consistently, then yeah, you know. God damn. I let that go on much longer than I noticed because I was talking. We'll enter BAF just because we know it's going to enter again. Like so. just because I want to get some gameplay in rather than just sitting at the loading screen waiting and talking. For everybody's entertainment's sake. Zaddy Zaro sounds scary, not gonna lie. Sounds like a creeper. Not the Minecraft type. Definitely not the Minecraft type. Probably blows up like the Minecraft type, though. Sorry, that was a dirty bad comment. That's why I mark all of my videos not for kids. I might have 1 or 2 videos that I've marked safe for kids. Where is it?
别惹莱昂斯，他可比以前暴躁多了。
Headshot. Headshot.
I don't like it. That was not a small caliber weapon. That was something dangerous, and I swear I heard it come from over there. I thought that was a level 6 player at first because they highlight in yellow. I'm pretty sure real players are the only ones to actually show their footsteps. Those should have been headshots. The first 2, for sure, should have been headshots. He is not far. 100 meters at most. Why is the bullet drop so bad? Damn it, I skipped one too soon. So the bullet drop's not nearly as bad when I'm shooting at a real player. Because I was like a millimeter above his head at most.
Headshot.
That was nice. I tried to take out, but like I'm not trying to be a mean person. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys aren't gonna kill me first. You know? It's like, I could leave you, but then you're gonna turn around and bite me, so I'd rather bite first. Why is the bullet drop so bad? It should not be that bad at all. Yeah, we'll refine. We'll refine. I have the last healer I need to get
Headshot.
if you're still back there hiding, there's your present. They must have made it out that side door. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. Again, I'm not trying to hunt them, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not going to get screwed. That's why I first started looking to the right when he ducked behind, because I wanted to make sure that he wasn't trying to flank me. It bugged. So irritating when it bugs like that. Okay, yeah, is there anything special in you? Nope. Hey! An extra 10 rounds. You used to get level 5 or level 6 plates from this bag, like, almost every single time. And I haven't seen one since I've started playing the game again. I guess I don't have the unlock for that either, so I'll grab it. Later today, I will also be doing an RTHD video, going over RTHD and what that is all about, because I also love playing that game. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Best trucking game you could get, in my opinion. And it's free to play. Off-road based, Russian based. Big rig truck. Too many people are around me, I'm vulnerable. I don't like this bit. It's less vulnerable.
Headshot.
That was rough. That was just me being rough on my aim. But it is going to take me a while to get used to how much heavier the bullet drop is than it used to be. I'm refining. I need to go to pump room. Actually, no. No. We're going to extract, because radiation storm starts in 2 minutes. Aw. Stop panting like a dying mammoth, you're fine. That was actually a pretty good reference. Stop panting like a dying mammoth. God, now you're just visualizing what a dying mammoth panting would be like. God, that would be a horrifying sight, not gonna lie. Just a mammoth dying, panting its last breaths. I can't even imagine how horrifying that, like, if you were to see that in person, you would have nightmares for years. I'm sorry to everybody who just had to visualize that. That's probably one of the best references I've made of my character yet. Is there... Aha! There is. Oh, I could have done that for the other tab. Ew. And we are going to switch out our melee. See, I was running this on Pyramid, because on Pyramid, it's much more tight and you can be super stealthy and get quite close to your opponents, and especially the AIs, without them noticing you. And then you can lock on the cursor and get that lock on, as you noticed that lock on bar going up to 100% with the circle around the head. That's a headshot locker. A headshot lock on marker. Once that hits 100, it's guaranteed headshot. And so the Eagle Eye skill, when my blades changed color after getting a headshot, that reduces the time that bar takes to go faster. That bar goes up faster to get the headshot lock on. So it was convenient for being stealth with a projectile in close quarters, which is what the pyramid map is basically all about. So that's why I was running that. However, in places like BAF Factory and Mount Akiyama, something like a katana or a Tang saber, it's basically just a katana. There's not much difference between it and a katana, really. That's coming from someone who has wielded a katana. Which I do plan on getting my own personal katana very, very soon. I was supposed to have one a long time ago, but life happens sometimes, you know? So let's give our bag an empty out here. That's organized nicer. No, that stays in. That 8x can stay because it's a good 8x. I normally don't say 8x, I normally say times. Where? You should not be there. Oh, wrong case. I'm starting to have too many cases. Maybe I just have too much stuff. Nah. That's not possible. Just 4 full tabs. And half of my arsenal. And my entire weapons wall. And the equipment I have on me. And so, nah, I don't have anything else to add on to that. Yep. 9 bang. You know, I could consistently buy and sell 9 bangs on the black market, just bringing them in to battle and taking them out of battle and selling them for 2 diamonds a piece, whatever. Okay. Let's try Akiyama. Let's give Akiyama a try first. If Akiyama doesn't let us in, then we'll try Pyramid. If Pyramid doesn't let us in, then I guess we're stuck running BAF Factory. Which I don't have anything against BAF Factory. It's just a more close quarters space that's not as nice. I don't really like the environment. I like the outdoors environment when it comes to firearm combat. I don't really like the being confined in a building type feeling, because I don't have too much space to work with. And when I have enemies coming from different sides in a tight space, you can get pinned down quite easily, which is what I was worried about at the end of that last run there. And then when I did finally make the decision to go to the pump room to get that last healer that I forgot about, it gave me the 2-minute timer, and it's like, where the fuck did that guy go? You wanna shoot at me right off the fucking spawn, dude? With level 2 vest, level 3 helmet, and your best weapon, honestly, the L85A1 is better than the MS21. And he probably just picked it up too, because the L85 was bone dry, and I wonder if that was just a new player that thought he could take on anyone. Jesus. So terrible. So terrible at close range. I forgot it's fully automatic now. I don't know if it was always fully automatic or not. For a moment, I thought I saw movement there.
Headshot.
I'm screwed. I am screwed. That is a heavy-duty sniper with really good rounds. Didn't mean to do that last one. I'm glad I canceled it in time. And I have no clue where he is, because he's way the fuck over on that side. You've got me fucked. See, that's the only reason why I trade plate. Because of situations like that. It's an AI boss and he's in a ghillie suit. I'm not beating that. I'm not beating that. I can't win that. You gotta know when you're up against something that's more than what you can handle. I do not have the equipment to handle him right now. I need level 6 shit. I have a sufficient firearm. I'm not... Fuck, I need to stop going that way. I'm not accustomed to the new bullet drop physics. And I don't have good enough armor to fight that. The other thing, I don't know where he is and he knows where I am. In a sniper versus sniper shootout, you do not 1v1 someone who has your location when you don't have theirs. The fuck? Looks like it's coming from on top of that roof. Work. Through the fucking tree. I couldn't even see him, I just fired where I saw the bullet come from. That is another very nice thing about running this compared to the other one. Speed boost. And it actually regenerates decently quickly. Really quickly, actually.
Headshot.
That was nice. I don't like the hold breath feature because I don't have steady hands in real world. I would need to have something to support. I need something to rest on in order to fully steady my scope like that. I wouldn't be able to just hold breath and keep everything perfect straight like that. That's simply not me. I'm a swordsman in real world. I don't use firearms almost ever. I haven't used firearms in a long time because I haven't been out to the cabin in a long time, which is the only place I've fired firearms. Because out there we shoot beaver and deer and hunt.
Headshot.
That was beautiful. See, I told that to stop, but then it just starts again. Anytime. I wish there was a way I could deactivate that permanently. Just for realism's sake, you know? Just because I know my skill as a marksman, and I am not that steady. Oh, there you are.
Headshot.
Did you guys see how he just kept fucking regenerating? What the fuck? Like, damn. Like, I am almost down to 1 mag now. Holy shit. Like, that is not convenient at all. That took up a hell of a lot of ammo. Just to bring down an AI. And he was using an SVD too. Didn't really have ammo to cause me too much harm, but he still could have pecked at me for a while until I got low. I'm glad I was able to get him before he got me. Holy shit. And I'm using level 6 rounds in an MC1, like, this is a long-range marksman rifle. Mid to long-range marksman rifle. And I have it built for range and accuracy specifically, because I like my guns to be accurate and powerful and controllable, stable. See if we can make our way to the viewing platform. Don't mind me soaking off my dead thing. What are the requirements? No, I just have one. I don't know why they always give it to us in seconds, like 600 seconds. How many people are familiar with how many minutes 600 seconds is off the top of your head? This is definitely updated from how it used to be. Now, what's so good in here isn't anything to do with that locked in. Oh, there's a jacket in here. This is so updated from what it used to be. Maybe it is in that room. I think it is. There's certain chips you can get, which is viewing platform key. Here is the name. I could have. How did I miss that box the first time? I know we're light on combat this round, but I'm not fighting something that's going to murder me. There's not a point in that. You guys would just watch me die. And I would just lose all of the equipment I have. We're not going to beat that guy with the setup we have right now. Fighting that guy alone, like I said when we first started getting into this, the bosses are overpowered as fuck. They never used to be like this. They're overpowered as fuck. I ran into one last night with using my Mark 16, because I have multiple of those. I thought that was grenade.
Headshot.
I don't know how he was able to see me with only his top of his helmet poking out. And I don't know how I'm... Like, my headshots are so hit or miss, but it's like... I'm dead certain most of those should be landing headshots. And watching the bullet, it looks like it's landing headshots and just not giving me the headshot damage or marker. Hang on. Good thing. Good thing I came in to see if there was anything, because there was. This. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, this is a good little room, because at first I didn't see this door, and I thought it was just... That was just a one-way opening, and this was just fully blocked off. And if that had been the case, it would have been perfect, because, like, you could lure someone in here, and you'd have the drop on them, and they'd be completely fucked. Like, especially pulling some cheeky shit, like... Yeah. Yeah. That would be... You could lure him into here. You could just sit here. You could just... Does it work? Hold on. Well, I think it's a little late on the slash, but it gets up and moves pretty quick. I think it just needs to do the slashing fast. And it needs to swing the sword as you lunge, not after you lunge. That's the whole point of the lunge, is to add force to the slash. So that was not a very productive run. Definitely think I'm safer running BAF. It's damaged. You know, I have so many that I might as well do that. And then do that. Actually, no, hold on. Because when we look at it, how many level 5 vests do we have, excluding my specials? My outstandings. Well, these aren't... Are they? Yes, they are. They are just certain variants. Those are both... this one, I think I got as a reward for completing a mission of some kind. And this one I got from killing the twins boss in the pyramid map. I got that, like, probably a year ago or something like that. Long time ago. Seeing as I only have 4, let's fix the balance. One, 2, 3. Fine. 4. Because this is a special. And this one is hard to attain, I'm pretty sure. I think I crafted that one. I'm not sure. Ooh, not yet. I need to put that into my backpack. And then, let's see. The fact that that's such an amazing bag. This is all special equipment that it's like, if I want to do something super special and just have the most overpowered shit possible, I would run these. Or just for the cool look effect. Because, well, they're outstandings, so logically they should be more efficient than the level 6 vests. Logically. But we are going to return to BAF Factory instead of Akiyama, because I don't want to get screwed by that sniper again until, like, we will go back to Akiyama. That's going to happen. Don't worry, that will happen. We will go back to Mount Akiyama and take on that. We will do that until we take on that sniper again. when we have the right equipment to do that. Which we could put on the right equipment to do that, but I would have to pull the 203 off the weapons wall. And I would have to put on my level 6 gear. Which, I don't mind putting on my level 6 gear, I'd just run these two. The 6S and the 6A. I could run the 6S and the 6S, but I have more 6A than I do 6S, and I get 6A easier than I get 6S. That's why I have more than... I don't have more 6A. I used to. I used to have a lot of 6A. I'm pretty sure I can craft the 6A helmets with certain items. But the problem is, I don't want to take the 203 off my wall. I want to build the 203. That way, if I lose it, it's not a big deal. I can rebuild it, and I still have a 203 to use as my sniper. The 203 that's on the wall here, this one, is literally built to be as precision rated as possible. It's fully done up the exact way that I would want to build these ones, except it should have a bipod on it. What it doesn't is beyond me. I should have put a bipod on it instead of the EF5. So I'm going to do that. I wonder if, at the time of building that, I just didn't have the bipod unlocked, or... Oh no, now where did it go? Right there. Or if I just wanted it because it was technically more efficient. No, that's why I'm running it. The bipod isn't an option, so it's the next best. That's why I'm running. That makes sense to me. At first I was like, but why? I shouldn't be running an EF5. That's what I run for my ARs and that. But that makes sense, because it only has... It doesn't have the option for the bipod, so that explains why I'm not running a bipod. So that is built properly. But it also has a thermal scope on it. Which, sure, I have two here. But thermal scopes are rare? I mean, like, I know that's easy for me to say, and it's easy to be like, but you have so many because thermal scope there, too. What else has a thermal? Do I have the thermal on anything else I have? That's not the thermal, isn't it? That's the, not rotate info. Yeah, that's the 2 times. I thought I had more thermals on my wall. But I guess this only supports my point a little bit better, that thermals aren't too common, and thermals are hard to get. And I'm pretty sure they're not buyable from Heidi's shop. Tactical items... No. Universal mods. Optical sight. GNS. Dark Force. No thermal. So that's why it's so hard to get, because you can't get it from Heidi. Crafting. Weapon module. It would likely be in here somewhere. If it is. I don't know where the scopes are. Can you even? I was pretty sure you could. But now I'm starting to question whether or not you can. Hang on. You mean if I get these things, I can craft enhanced armor? Ew. That makes me wonder how I get those things. Because I like enhanced armor. Because it's better. The better the quality, the better. Okay, so you literally can't craft it. Or at least, going through what I just saw, it wasn't there. So then the question is, how did you get yours? And I'm pretty sure I bought mine off the black market. And I think you might be able to get them off of certain challenges. Mods. Damn it, how did it... Why? What? P-I-T-T-E-R. Pitter. It should come up from Pitter search result because it's a Pitter thermal. Oh well, I'm not going to bother. I have very few. And I could take that gun off and pull the new scope up, but I don't have the pieces I need to rebuild the weapon itself. And I also don't know what kind of ammo I have unlocked. If I had it fully ready to go, I'd go back into Akiyama right away, but I don't. So, we work with what we've got, which is a good setup for BAF Factory that just shreds BAF Factory. I haven't put on another vest yet. Why does this say 2? And then this 1 and 1? What? That makes 0 sense. This should be in one group and say 2. Or wait, no. This, yes. This should be in a different group and say 2. This is 2, 2. And then it gives one of the same twice. What's going on here, Lost Light devs? Little strange. A little strange. Okay. We are going to wrap this up after this last round. We are going to wrap up this video because we are getting quite long in time to everything. Wait, panic. Oh, also, I can switch back now. Where's 7? That can go in there. That can go in there. Hold on my 300, perfect. Perfect, 300 is what I have. 128, I'm fine with that. I don't care about rounding it to... Here's why I don't care about rounding it to a rounded number. It's over what I would normally carry. I would normally carry 125. If it were under 125, say if it were say it were at 97, I would round it up to 100. Because really, I only need 4 spare mags. I have 5 just for the sake of it doesn't affect my weight. It doesn't affect what I'm able to pick up in battle. So it's just that one extra for good luck. Whatever, you know? Because if you get a hot match where you have some good players, you end up facing good players and a boss, you could end up using the full 5 mags and 6.
Headshot. Headshot.
I could have just used my 16 on them from the start.
逃避，加重罪行。
Oh, not the button I wanted to press. Also not the button I wanted to press. I can't walk stealthily anymore. Is that part of having my Tang Saber instead of my kunai? Oh, that's right, it's pressing hold. I keep forgetting that. I told you to switch back. I didn't tell you to switch there in the first place. Jesus. You're the other person I was hearing. Valuables. The diagonal is such a bad grip. So off balance. I'm not even going to take anything. Like, you don't have anything. I'm backing out of that.
懦夫，
I faced that guy once before
别躲了，
with this exact loadout, and he was impenetrable. Like, he didn't take a dent.
一切平息。
What the fuck? I don't have time to resist.
Headshot.
I'm much more worried about that side because that's the side that he was on. This is the only thing about having... Fuck. It's the only thing about having a scope like this. is it becomes difficult when you're flanked. Should we? Where are you going and why?
哎，谁的脚步？大意了！
We're going to go for it. The only reason is because this is our last run, so if we die, we die. I can rebuild everything we have, I just don't like dying. I'm sure people can relate to that.
罪行，有人包抄，小心埋伏。
Don't want to get flanked again. A terrible situation to be in. Thank you, CS. How did I not see that the first time?
有了，
Headshot.
Now I won't get flanked. Okay. That's how overpowered he is. Like I said, impenetrable. Hit with a grenade, barrage of headshots, just impenetrable. Absolutely impenetrable. Now, he's right there. That's convenient.
逃避只会加重罪行。
Well, there you have it. That's why that dash ability isn't the best. It's not always the most accurate. There's no point going back to face him. We're gonna die. He just showed us that we can't beat him with this setup. That's the second time I've faced him with this exact loadout, and he's just fucking wipes the floors with me. Like, holy shit. Talk about OP. Over 30 rounds to the face. And a grenade. Like, wow. It's just insane. Last time I took him on, I didn't get the grenade hit in. And he took me down a lot quicker. I got a lot more damage in this time than I did last time, and I still couldn't even make a dent. Like, that is wild. He should not be that overpowered. That's insane. That's insane. The military bunker keycard is really good for Mount Akiyama. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna have to upgrade to level 6. We're gonna have to upgrade to level 6. It's the only way. It's the only way. We're gonna have to. It has to happen. Gonna have to upgrade to level 6 and strictly level 5 or higher bullets. I'm going to make an exception for my grenades because they're hella expensive, and it's a grenade, like I said. It's a grenade. But I do wonder if the level 5 grenades are going to be significantly more powerful or not. Dog tag. Is that my own? Is that my own? Yeah, it is. Picked up my own dog tag. Wow. Add to friend list. Unable to send friend request to yourself. That's great. That's hilarious. Unable to send friend request to yourself. But why? Okay. Level 5, level 5, level 5. These ones are special. Those are special grade. Same with this. Outstanding. Wait, not yet. Level 5, level 5, level 5. Okay. I don't know why it made the cash sound when I grabbed my cash. Wow. Wow. Slot 4? Oh, almost. Slot 5 is fully open. That's really good. Slot 5 is fully open. So we are going to upgrade to our level 6. We'll do 6A first. And our 6S, naturally. Which I want to look into. Do I have any of these unlocked? No. 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 And no. So which one was the best? This one. You're unable to unlock that. Do I still have my M7? I don't think so. Oh, that's the wrong case. I'm so used to that. Why did they auto-sort for that to be there? What? You can't swap places with a 4-slot place? Seems pretty suspicious. Should definitely be able to swap places with that, but... Okay, I'm just gonna have to get used to my money case being there. Which makes no sense, because my money clips are right beside the diamond case. Not very organized. But... there. Now we are... Oh, nope. Sell. Equip this. Sell this. And equip this. Alright, now we are fully equipped to go back in. We have BAF keys. We're going to have to put together a better loadout. Because that ain't gonna cut it. So... and I'm gonna keep the pistol. But I'm gonna have to figure out something else to run. I wonder if my AK could. Where's my shield AK? Tab 3? Are they... Oh, yes, they are both in Arsenal. This is the more beefy one. But if I die, I lose it. So I'm going to take the thermal off of that and use it. Because for one, it doesn't need a thermal, it's an AK. You don't need a... Realistically, you don't need anything more than a 4x. And this is an 8x. So... Compatible firearms. That's interesting because I have it on an AK. Did they update that and it's not supposed to be on there and it's on there because I had it on there before they updated it? If that's the case, then that's kind of cool and I should probably leave it like that. But at the same time, that's what the ones on my wall are for. Display. Okay. That is where I'll wrap that up. I will put together something else as a primary to take on that BAF factory boss, and as well as I will finish the 203, that way we can get back into Akiyama and take out that sniper boss with the ghillie suit, and that's what we'll be doing next time. But that will all come, and that is where we are going to wrap things up for now.